Hi. I figured I'd do another one of these because I had planned to write a Substack on this topic. I talked about it 2 weeks ago because when I was in the Bay Area with the tech leaders, someone presented me with a question. And it's one that I get kind of frequently. And it was surrounding the idea of, beefing up your internet footprint so that you can be found and found for the right reason. So I was showing them what citations pop up first when you first Google. And the reality is, if you don't have a website that is consistently visited, excuse me, I may have to edit that. Your socials will pop up first if you're active. Even if you're not, that will come up first. They noticed that when I Googled my name, my book showed up first. Well, once you're searched for enough times, I don't know what the threshold is. Google puts together this layout. It's called an authority panel. Kind of like your own website, if you will, right there in the search result. So one of the tech leaders asked me, so what if I wrote a book? I said, absolutely. It would show up in your search along with any media you do, any speaking you do. And the question he raised to me was about the credibility of self-publishing. Now, until now, I've self-published. And it's not to say that I won't do it again. I just might. And that should give you a pretty good idea where I stand on that issue. But it's also very nuanced. I love working with this world-class big five publisher. The copy editor and the fact that they fact-checked as well. I was glad to see that all my facts checked out, but it was good to know that they weren't just looking for typos. There's something about having that infrastructure. And mind you, I hired copy editors when I self-published. I hired development editors, illustrators, designers. I hired them all. You need to make that commitment. And this is the caveat. And mind you, I love all the authors out there. Love you all. So if in my truth telling, I step on some toes, it's not personal. It's just the truth. You ruin your credibility when you do a few things. The first thing is not to hire those folks because we can tell. The public is savvy. They can tell if your storyline, your narrative, even for nonfiction books, if it's not tightly written, well written, you see it. Make the investment. I think people make the mistake of thinking self-publish means I can just get it out there quicker. And so I'm going to do it all myself. No. Don't do that. No. Another thing, write at least 25,000 to 300. Sorry. Right. At least 25,000 to 30,000 words. At least. I've seen a lot of pamphlets passing as books. Y'all, it just eats at your credibility. Don't do it. I know it's tempting to just publish something to say you're a published author. That is not the idea. Industry standards, at least 25,000 words, because people will automatically think you did it yourself. The quality is not there. You may have family and friends that will buy up your book. God bless you. But the idea is to get more people to, and this is the other piece. If you write a book, please be passionate enough to want to actually market it and sell it. They say most self-published books don't sell over 500 in a year. I've sold many more than that. That's because I had a plan before I even put pen to paper. I had a plan. And then after you put pen to paper, you got to keep planning. And then you have to have the people to implement it. You can do your own PR if you want to. I did not. For those of you out there that thought that I did, nope, did not, didn't care to, but it's more credible. Someone speaking on your behalf. You see where this is going? If you're going to do it the DIY way, the self-published way, nothing wrong with that. In fact, I doubt if I could get a deal with the big five if I had done shoddy work the first few times around. So if you want to align yourself with grad published authors and get that respect, do what needs to be done. Don't play around. Do what needs to be done. If that means you need to raise more money, raise it. Save more money, save it. Hire people, hire them. And hire good ones. I really believe you get what you put into it. You get out of it what you put into it. That's what happens. And yeah, there are those snobs out there. Even if you go to great lengths to do it the right way, who might snub you, who may not give you a venue or platform. That's okay. Because if you deliver quality, that will be seen by someone. Trust that. And if you know how to sell a book, promote a book, publicize a book, the right eyeballs will see it. And if it's good, quality, great book, somebody will notice, because the numbers reveal that it's so tough for anyone to get traditionally published by Big Five. The numbers are minuscule. Add to it that you're a part of a marginalized group. Does that mean you shouldn't write your book? Absolutely. You should write it anyway, especially if you really have something to say and you aren't just clout chasing or authority chasing. Don't allow your book to undermine you. That's what I'm trying to say. And again, I'm team author. No matter how you publish your book, just write the book and write it and sell it in a quality way. That's all I got to say about that. Cheers.